off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Elliott, the leading rusher for the second time in his 3 NFL seasons, 1,434 yards, more than 100 better than second-place Saquon Barkley.
And the offense runs through Ezekiel Elliott in Dallas. He makes them go. And how about how he added to his pass catching this year? His numbers jumped up in a big way. So when Dak Prescott didn't have something downfield, he just dumped it out into the flat to number 21.
Here we go.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Go to 54, go to 54.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. Space to run past the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And that'll set them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here we go, 46. 46.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Derwin James with a pick. And nothing there on the return. They got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss, and 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Rivers on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Well, Charles, as the Cowboys take over here, what do you think of the season that Dallas had? Yes, they get in the playoffs, but that's now 6 straight divisional round games that they've lost.
And that doesn't make you feel great as an organization. But think about this season. They started 3-5, ended up winning their division. Questions about their head coach, Jason Garrett's future. They finished 7-1 to claim that 3rd NFC East title in 5 years. And then they added a playoff win over Seattle as well. So I think the future looks good for Dallas. I also like what they're building in terms of Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott on offense. But how about on defense? They got two of the better young linebackers in the league, and Jalen Smith and Leighton Vander Esch. Build around them and watch for the Cowboys to be in the mix in years to come.
Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Now the try here for the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So as they get ready for this next drive, we shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The third time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base where it might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day since Super Bowl 36. Got this whole Patriots thing kick-started, literally, out of Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Set, 380.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to let this one go deep. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. 180. 26.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
26.
Prescott now on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
4 down. Here we go. 180. 26.
Prescott now. Forced out to his left. Cooper's got it. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Hey. Here we go. 180. Choose the mic. Watch mic. Okay, dog. 26.
The give is to Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. On a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Chargers offense returns to the field, and earlier, Charles, you and I were talking about Phillip Rivers and his season and his age and all of that. But if you look at the Chargers season, yes, they fell short against the Patriots, but they had a pretty good year.
To put it mildly, I mean, can you imagine finishing 12-4? And not only did they not win their division championship, they ended up being seeded number 5 in the playoffs and had to go on the road twice. Won at Baltimore, lost in New England. 12-4 usually gets you at least one home field game. Didn't even happen, yet they were managing to win a playoff game and serving notice to the rest of the league. They plan to be around in 2019.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
On 3rd down, Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So on 4th down, here's the veteran left-footed punter Donnie Jones to kick it away. Back deep is Tavon Austin, taking it about the 36. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. 3rd year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the 3rd year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple of years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP trophy to, I believe, Patrick Mahomes, it broke.
Yeah, indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of the offense. Jamal Adams, MVP of the defense in the 26-7 AFC victory. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cooper was the target there. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 1st and 10, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Right side catch. This is Gates. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw on 3rd down. Rivers going underneath for Gordon. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. Throwing, Rivers. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back now in Arlington. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Second down, Rivers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them locked on their heels.
Caught left side, Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Rivers. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Rivers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Nifty move by Gordon. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Ready? 380!
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Set! 380! 80 high!
Throwing Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Now Gordon on first down. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Now that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed. Because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So on third and goal, Gordon. Oh, nice move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find two scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick. Oh, he will not go down.
Have to retape those ankles.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. Little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.